A big name that has been talked about on the free agent market relative to quarterbacks, Malik Willis. Mike Florio, Pro Football Talk. His thoughts on Willis.
What we've seen from him during his 2 years in Green Bay when he's had a chance to play suggests he could become a superstar. We just don't know, and we won't know until he's grinding it out week in and week out. He got injured late in the year last year. Could there be durability issues? But you typically only find a franchise quarterback in the draft, typically in the top of the draft. The Tom Bradys are extremely few and far between. That's what makes it such a compelling story. Usually it's a first-round guy, and in the first round it's a flip of a coin as to whether or not he pans out. Here's a guy who has played, and in the time that he's played the past 2 years, we got to set aside Tennessee. I just think that was a bad fit for both sides. But based on what he did in Green Bay, how do you not get excited about what he could do? And if multiple teams get sufficiently excited, that could drive the number up.
Let's welcome in Jake Burns from BrownsFilmBreakdown.com. Jake, a couple of things to remember about Malik Willis. He went to Liberty, so it's not like he was in a real... They play a lot of spread. It was not a sophisticated NFL-type offense. So that's going to slow down the development process a little bit or make the development process longer. And he's got strong arm, athletic ability. I can see where people would be intrigued. And I also get the argument that he hadn't played a lot of games. You watch more of this than anybody. What are your thoughts about Willis?
A talented player who looks comfortable playing now. I think his learning curve has been kind of steep. Let me put it this way. So he went to Auburn out of high school. Very talented player. It's not like he was a guy who wasn't recruited heavily by Power 5. So he goes to Auburn for 2 years before going to Liberty, where he just got a chance to play and express sort of the ability that he has, and fit really well with what Liberty tried to do. I do agree with Florio there that I don't think at the time the fit with where Tennessee was offensively made sense for him. I do think LaFleur's done a far superior job in putting him in situations he's comfortable in, especially in the 24 season when he played a little bit for them early in the year when an injury took place. If you recall, Jordan Love got hurt week 1. I think that game was in Brazil. And then Willis stepped in and played, I think, 3 games for them. He did a great job, did a really nice job. I would say they really protected him, kind of gave him some very simple stuff, kept things very bottled up in terms of run game, run reads, quick throws, play action throws that were designed really to simplify things. But he executed them very well and left Green Bay in a good position. Then he got challenged with the same thing late this past year. Love gets hurt. He comes in at halftime of the Chicago game, plays pretty well, lights up Baltimore the next week, and then plays the following week against Chicago again and plays well. He's very intriguing. I mean, the arm is live. He can make throws, pass to the far sideline. He can really let it go and rip it, and he threw it accurately in his 2 years in Green Bay. Also does a very nice job, and they like the 25 stuff late in the year was real NFL concept design stuff that they would put on his plate all the time as a starter, because again, it's so late in the season. Your offense is fully developed. You are who you are. He's got to step in and go. And listen, I thought he was really good. I thought he did a nice job making play action reads over the middle of the field. He had some 5-step stuff that looked really clean. And I also thought his athleticism on display as a part of A, the weaponry of the offense organically by design, and then B, when he needed to get out of chaotic situations, were all really good. He did not take very many negatives whatsoever. So, if this is who he is, and this is the ability is coming together for him at 27 years old, and the game is slowed down for him, it's not hard to squint your eyes and see how this guy can be an effective quarterback for 5 more, until he's, I don't want to put a cap on anybody. He's 27, a 5-year contract could look good for him or something like that. A team maybe goes to 4 or 3 just to protect themselves because the game sample size is so limited. But the tools are really fun. He's put it on display against teams that matter in the NFL, and I can certainly see why it's a captivating option for many teams, and the Browns included.
Does he fit with what we think Todd Monken likes to do offensively? It would appear to me he does.
Yeah, he does. He can make quick reads, both laterally quick reads, internal in terms of like over the middle of the field, make those throws decisively, can change the arm angle, get those throws delivered through chaos. Thought he did a good job with those. He can run RPOs. That's kind of deep into his history. He can obviously also take and get under center, run play action. He's done that for 2 years in Green Bay, whether that's bootlegging or straight dropping off of play action. Comfortable doing those. And Todd will live in those worlds, and he'll get in the gun, and he's not afraid to use the quarterback as a +1 in the run game. Obviously, with his time with Lamar, but also with Stetson Bennett, getting him a little involved in the run game at Georgia. So, I mean, listen, I think there's a really good fit there. I think the way he operates play action game, pushing the football vertically, he can do that down the middle of the field. He's also not afraid to rip it into, like I said, quick decision throws that are in that intermediate 1 to 9 yard range. There's tape on that. I mean, I broke down every throw he's made the last 2 years on our website, and if you watch it, it's an extremely encouraging set of choices, decisions, throws, and outcome of plays that could easily fit with what Todd does based on how he likes to structure run game, pair it into the pass game, and then also put his quarterback into some middle of the field designs meant to put, I think conflict defenders in a position of high-low advantage. He clearly showed to me that he could take advantage and process those out and make those decisions. So it's a good football player. It's a route for the Browns that would be the most. There's a lot of trade candidates out there that make sense, and there's a lot of Ty Simpson buzz that maybe he could be a guy people are interested in. Whatever. If the Browns want to be competitive quickly, signing Malik Willis, giving themselves a chance to hit the ground running without having to give up any draft capital whatsoever, is the most intriguing option to get this thing moving in a better direction quickly. I firmly believe that.